Nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play fake, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Balaj. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Balaj. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kalen Balaj.
Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a play fake. Brady. And a dump off here to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. The 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. To return, here's Agnew.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 2nd and inches, Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On play action, it's Brady. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Jacksonville.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. Flushed out right.
He'll get this off to ETN.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mills. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Play action now, Mills. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They run it with Balaj. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Mills. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Jack. Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Balaj. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Mills again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dwayne Smoot, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Mills on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Mills. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A second down throw for Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A first down throw for Mills. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On play action, Mills.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And some space here. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Tight dog. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Chark calls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tom Brady. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Texans 24.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run here with Balaj. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Play fake, Mills. He'll complete this one to Collins.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action. Mills. That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Watch the twist. Football's the mic.
Here's Mills.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. He'll try again.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
It's just me and you. Mike 50.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Being chased out left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now Brady.
Connection made with Chenault.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 41 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock with the 2-minute warning. That throw by Brady incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Push him back. Push him back. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
They find some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First down, Mills. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action now, Mills. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And that is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw is Brady. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back to throw, Brady. Shark's got it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jags, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.